Hello everybody and welcome back to Farming Simulator 19. You're watching JCTV on the Xbox One console. This is the Przemas Outback John Deere Farm, episode number 20. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Alright, we've got another busy day. We have got this guy fertilizing all of our soybeans, and we've got this guy planting more cotton over top of the harvested cotton, I guess. Yeah, the harvested cotton. We're planting more. Alright, so let's have a look at the map real quick. This is what we're going to be covering today. We've got the cotton guy in fields 20 to 22. He is replanting. The fertilizing guy is in field number 17 now on the second field of soybeans, and he's going to do the third one as well. And if you look at the map, you'll also see we've now got chickens. That's right, folks. We've now got chickens. Let's go have a look at this, and this is why we have chickens. I was in a Discord channel not too long ago. I can't even remember which one it was, but there was a gentleman in there suggesting that if you buy only certain colors of chicken, they will only breed with certain colors of chicken, and then you will get more. He was basically trying to tell me that the more different colored chickens you have, they only mate with each other's color, and you get more. But it works out to not be that way. If we look at the amount of chickens that we have, so we have 21 chickens in each pen, in equal amount. So in one pen we have 21 white chickens, and in this pen we have 7 brown, 7 black, and 7 white, equaling 21 chickens in total. Now, to a certain extent, he is correct. The chickens will only mate with each other's color, giving you a different reproduction rate for each color of chicken, but that time is altered when you have all chickens of the same color. It's actually less. So if we look at the chicken menu, we just put these chickens in here, so the reproduction time is not quite there just yet. So you can see we have 7 white, 7 brown, and 7 black chickens with a rooster. And then in the second pen, we have 1 rooster and 21 white chickens. So now, his argument is that you'll get more chickens if you purchase them this way in pen number 1 with the 7, 7, and 7. But it doesn't work that way. So the game will alter the time, the reproduction time, to adjust for different colors of chicken. So you'll see that later on in the video after we feed the chickens and everything. You'll see that you have to do a little bit of divisional math to get the correct time, but essentially the 21 white chickens will produce at the same rate as the 7 white, 7 brown, and 7 black, regardless of how many chickens you get per reproduction cycle. So we'll get into that a little bit later, but right now we're going to feed the chickens because we've got to feed them. So we've already got the food and fertilizer mod set up in between the 2 chicken pens. So we're going to keep these 2 chicken pens going. First things first, we're going to clean up the mess that the sheep have made. We're going to keep these 2 chicken pens going, and we're just going to let them reproduce until they're maxed out. And then we'll just sell all of the eggs once they accumulate in the egg selling spot. But right now we need to feed to get the productivity up, to get the reproduction rate. So let's go and do that. We've already bought a trailer, which is conveniently stock color John Deere green. And then the food and fertilizer mod beside us that gives us the wheat. So we don't actually have to plant wheat. We can just buy it here from this this thing that I'm going to hit more than once today probably. So we can just buy the wheat from this silo, and the money will come out of our bank account, and we can feed the chickens. Thus, we don't have to plant wheat, wait for it to grow, blah, 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 all that fun stuff. So we've got, in total, 42 chickens, 21 in each pen. So to recap, 21 white chickens in one pen, and then in the other pen, 7 white, 7 brown, and 7 black chickens. So let's get to feeding, and then we'll give it some time for the reproduction rate to show up, at which point we can go and check on other things that are happening around the farm. We're going to check on the silage meter as well, because we did dump a whole crap load of more silage in there and stamped it down. And I think we're even going to buy a new tractor because the silage pit is getting very, very big. I retract my previous statement about 7 million liters of silage. I think it's actually going to be less than that. It is getting pretty full, but it will be an enormous amount of silage nonetheless. But we're going to need a larger, heavier tractor to compact all of the silage. These little John Deere tractors are not cutting it, and it's taking way too long. So I think maybe we can probably purchase, we have enough money in our bank account, we can probably purchase something big and heavy and monstrous. And obviously it's going to be a John Deere tractor. So we'll get to that a little bit later. Let's check the menu for the chickens. All right, everyone is full. Cleanliness is 100%. Wheat is full, and the fertilizer guy has stopped. And he's not even done fertilizing. He did a little bit of the third field, but neglected this one little strip right there. Oh, and another strip along the bottom. Let's just go. Oh, I think he completely missed that half of the second field. Way to take a shortcut. All right, so we are going to just fertilize the bottom strip of this field as well, and then we'll set him on his normal track to finish fertilizing and finish the job that we've been paying him to do. So while we are touching up the fertilizer, if you have not done so already, folks, take a quick minute, hit that subscribe button for me in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers milestone. We're so close. I need your help and I need your support. Click that button for me in the bottom left hand corner of your screen. Drop a like on the video, leave a comment, let me know what you thought of the video, and then ring that notification bell so you can be alerted every time we upload new content. And then once you're done that, come and check out all of our social media campaigns. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook, Discord, Patreon. There is a new link there from Sprizzy.com if you're looking to promote your own YouTube channel. Check out Sprizzy.com for all of your YouTube needs. And there's even a PayPal link there, folks. If you feel so inclined to send a donation my way, that would be greatly appreciated. Donations are never expected, folks, but you will hold a special place in my heart for years and years to come. And then head on over to the featured channel section. You'll see 5 excellent farming simulator YouTubers there. Mr. Farming Nation, Least Square Gaming, Carl Johnson, Deuce MS, and Mr. Crazy Simulator. Go and check out those 5 gentlemen. Like and share all of their videos, ring their bells, and subscribe to their channels. I'm sure it will be greatly appreciated by those 5 gentlemen, and you won't be disappointed because that content is just out of this world fantastic. Alright, so now that that is all complete, we're going to touch up the fertilizing that the fertilizing guy did not finish. That's done now. Now we can go back to the middle field and we can start him on his track. And let's go and do that. And then we can go and check on how the seeder guy is doing, because I think he is just about out of fertilizer and we're going to have to fill him up. So let's go and check on that guy. Oh, well, my mistake. He's actually done seeding all of the cotton, so that's great. So we can fill him up. And then we can bring him over to the sunflower field and we can start replanting the sunflowers. So now in the next episode, we'll have all of this stuff ready to harvest, and it'll be a money-making frenzy because we are planning to spend a whole lot of money here today on a new tractor. I already have something in mind, but I'm going to surprise you with a new John Deere tractor. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's a heck of a lot of cash. But we've got a heck of a lot of cash in the bank, so it's okay. So let's head back to the farm. We will fill up the Great Plains seeder, and then we'll head on over to the sunflower patch to replant the sunflowers. Oh, we're going to have to fix this at the bottom. These workers never go to the bottom of the field. I never learn either. I never manually plant or fertilize the bottom half of the field, or the headland, or the footland. I don't know what it's called. Either way, I always forget about this one part. So let's do this real quick. We'll fill up the seeder and then we'll head over to the sunflower patch, and then we can start harvesting the sunflower, or harvesting, we can start planting the sunflowers. This is just going to take a quick minute. Won't take very long at all. I really should start trying to remember, maybe I should write this on my whiteboard in my office, that I need to seed and fertilize the headlands of the fields before I start the workers off on their crusade. They never finish and they never do a proper job anyway. So, oh well. Just another thing I'm set to forget. Alright, so that is done. The entire field of cotton is planted and fertilized on the first stage. Let's go fill up the seeder with seed and fertilizer, and then we'll head on over to the sunflower patch and plant some sunflowers. Really need to figure out something to do with all of this empty space. Maybe we should get into more animals. We got lots of money. Maybe we should get into cows. I did find a very, very large cow barn mod that holds like 500 cows. So I think that would be a nice addition right here on this side of the farm. Maybe we'll tackle that in a couple of more episodes. Who knows? We'll see how the harvest goes next episode, because all of this stuff will be ready by the time we get to it. And then we'll have a bunch more money in the bank. And maybe we can buy some cows or some pigs. Who knows? I think maybe we'll start with cows. Cows will be the next one. So we've got sheep and chickens. And maybe we'll get some cows. Yeah, cows sound like a good idea. Let's start the path on the planting of the sunflowers right here. We'll just let him go up one side, down the other. For the most part, he'll go right to the end on both ends of the field, so we should be okay. Alright, this guy is off and on his way. The worker is hired. Now we can go back and let's check on the chickens real quick to see if we have a reproduction rate ready. We do not. Not yet, but in a few minutes there will be a reproduction rate posted, and we'll go through all the math, and then we'll prove that I am right and that other guy was wrong. But anyways. Alright, let's check on the fertilizing. Fertilizing looks to be complete. Alright, we're still waiting for that second half of the field to grow. And then by next episode, that should all be ready to harvest. And that will be that. Alright, I have been wanting to get back into corn, and I've been eyeing that field right there that we just passed on my right. That looks like a nice sized cornfield. But I think it's almost, if we buy another field, I think it's time to buy another harvester. Because we can't trust this one harvester to do all of this work all at once. We have the regular harvester, we have the John Deere cotton harvester, and I think we're going to need a another harvester just for corn and sunflowers, and then we'll keep that other one just for cereals and grains. That might be the next major purchase after this fantastic tractor that we're going to show you very soon. Let's put this into the shed. Let's go down and have a look at the silage bunker really quickly, and we'll get an accurate total on how much chaff we have in the silage bunker that we still have not wrapped, because I want it full. I want to have it full before we start selling it. And I think I've come up with a creative solution to try and sell it. I just have to test it to see if it works. Rather than selling it at the biogas plant, I am researching other options to get around the 45,000 liter daily limit or hourly limit, because there's way more than 45,000 here. We are looking at 1.8 million liters of silage, almost 2 million liters. One more cutting of the grass should bring us over 2 million, and we are getting very, very full. Once this helper 5 is blocked by an object, you gotta be kidding me. Already? We just started that guy. Yeah, the train. Alright, so we're gonna have to move this, jump out of the tractor, move the train so that he doesn't get hit again, because he's gonna get hit again coming back. And we're going to have to keep moving that guy out of the way. So to avoid that, let's just start the worker again going this way. We'll jump out of the tractor real quick. Whoops, yeah, I'm the object that time. And we'll get inside the train, and we'll just pull that forward a little ways to get it off the back of the field there. There we go. And then the worker can be content in finishing his job, planting the sunflowers. Alright, I wish these trains didn't stop. I wish they just kept going, but oh well. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Alright, back to the silage. Alright, so we've got a crap ton of silage in here. 1.8 million liters of chaff ready to be fermented and turned into. It's not compacted all the way yet, but we're going to get to that shortly once we purchase the new tractor. Okay. So let's try and flatten this out a little bit with this tractor, and you'll see just how difficult it is. It takes a long time to flatten this out or compact it to 100%, especially now since we've got all of these peaks and valleys that we have to maneuver. Off camera, I did get this little tractor stuck about 16 times. I had to reset it and go back to the shop because it just wouldn't move. It was just spinning its tires. So you can see here, it is time for something bigger, better, and badder in order to flatten all of this silage. Alright, well, let's try this. We can keep backing up over it, but at the end of the day we need something a little more worthy of this ginormous task of flattening and compacting all of this chaff into silage. 97%, and it's just taking a very long time. You can see that the grass mountains that we're driving over really aren't moving. You should be able to see them flatten out and grass spilling out in every direction, but we're not, because this tractor's not that heavy. So let's just do our best here. Okay, let's get out of here. We'll just park this right here, and then we'll go into the shop menu, and we're going to look at large tractors, something large, and we're going to go right on over to the John Deere 9RX. This is what we're going to be purchasing right now, folks. It's like $475,000, but this thing is a beast. Let's look at what the difference in tracks are, the wheel setup. I think it's just the distance that they're set apart. That's what it looks to be. Let's look at a different angle here. Yep. So I think we're going to go with the wide tracks. And then I think we're going to beef up the engine. Let's get as much horsepower as we can. We've got enough money. There we go. Perfect. An extra $75,000 for that, $5,000 for the wheels. We are good to go. Purchased and waiting at the shop. Let's go check this out. This is a fantastic piece of machinery. Big, heavy, powerful. And obviously, John Deere green. Fantastical. Let's drive this thing over to the silage bunker, and we'll see how it works. 24 miles an hour, this thing is pretty good pickup. It's got a lot of guts. Let's have a good look at this driving down the street here. That just looks crazy. That's going to be our thumbnail right there, folks. Maybe let's try and turn the lights on. What does it look like with the headlights on? Ooh, scary. I like it. Fantastic. This is going to make quick work of the silage flattening. Let's get this thing over there right away. Not bad. 24 miles an hour top speed. It's going to take us a long time to get this thing stuck. And we can also get some heavier pieces of equipment too, and have the 9RX pull it around the farm. Alright. Let's start flattening some chaff. So we're at 97%. Won't take us very long to get to an hour. You can already notice a difference. Driving over these mountains, they are flattening, no trouble at all. 98%. Make quick work of this little job. It's a gorgeous piece of machinery. 99%. Yeah, we can go in all different directions. Oh, am I stuck? No. Oh, that was bad. Okay, there we go. Just a little bit more and we should be at 100. I would like it all flat, but I don't think that's ever going to happen. It is getting tougher to dump silage in here as well, so I think we're going to use the 9RX to pull the loading wagon just to dump the chaff in here, or the grass, sorry. It doesn't turn into chaff until it hits the bunker. we go. Let's keep going. We'll get this done. There we are, 100% of compactedness, but I'd still like this a little bit flatter. So let's keep driving around a little bit, and then we'll go and do something else. Now that all of the chaff is compacted nicely, there is just a bunch of little grooves that I want to kind of flatten out to make it easier to dump more chaff in here. This is a fantastically huge tractor. Well done. Good job on the John Deere 9RX. I like it. I approve. This tractor is JCTV approved. Haha. Alright, let's get this done. I think we're just about done with the chaff. That's as flat as it's going to get for now. We could just keep going over it and over it, but at the end of the day, it's like watching paint dry. Or it's like watching chaff flatten. Well, let's just keep going. A little bit more. Well, it is starting to get flat in those spots. We do get a lot of speed going through the silage bunker. We just need to flatten out this one part here and that one part right there to our left. And then it'll be smooth sailing to deposit some more silage after that. This thing turns pretty nice too. It's a very nice tractor. Alright. There we go. Flatten out that little lump as well. Go back over this way. And we've got to make room for more chaff. See, we're already about halfway up and we're just under 2 million liters. So I don't think we're going to get 7 million liters of chaff in this one bunker. You're going to have to get the bucket to clean some of this up and get it all in there, but that can wait for now. Maybe we can use the bucket to move some stuff around, flatten out some spots, or raise up some terrain. Who knows? Alright, let's go, and to this John Deere tractor, we'll head back to the farm. We'll park him in the shed, and then we'll go check on the seeder guy. Alright, so here's the seeder, the John Deere 8400R. He is doing good. Off and on his way. He'll have to be refilled with fertilizer soon. Let's go and check on the sheep. We got a little bit of a mess to clean up. Let's do that real quick, and then we'll check the grass levels. We haven't done that in a while. There's still quite a lot of grass in there. We've gone like 6 episodes where we haven't had to fill up the grass, but the pile is getting a little low. But we do have a few thousand liters of grass here. I'm in no danger of running out anytime soon. The conveyor belts are still going. That is fantastical. The sheep are still getting full. Let's go and check on the chickens. Do we have a reproduction rate? Right now, we should. Here we go. All right, so we have our reproduction rate. So let's look at this. We have 7 white, 7 brown, and 7 black chickens in this pen with a reproduction rate of 34 hours and 15 minutes. So if we go down to the other pen, let's go and look at this. We have 21 white chickens with a reproduction rate of 11 hours and 30 minutes. So if you take the initial 34 hours here and divide it by 3, because there's 3 sets of chickens, it works out to be 11 hours. So the chickens are essentially reproducing at the exact same rate. It's just that they prefer to mate with their own colors. It's just crazy. I'm telling you, what's with chickens these days? So you're really no further ahead. You do get chickens faster. Every 34 hours, you'll get 3 chickens, and every 11 hours, you'll get 1 chicken. But these 1 chickens will equal the other 3 chickens. It works out. I'm completely right. You're no further ahead, and you're no further behind if you buy all 1 color of chicken or 3 different colors of chicken. They all reproduce the exact same way. It goes by how many chickens you have. So the more chickens you have, the lower the reproduction rate, or the lower the reproduction time, sorry. So every time a chicken is born, it decreases 15 minutes until you get to 0, and then you should be maxed out by the time the reproduction timer gets to 0. So you'll have to either sell some chickens or, just leave it capped at the maximum. So that solves that chicken mystery right there. It doesn't matter what color chickens you buy. They all reproduce the exact same way. So, haha, I beat you. I'm just kidding. It really bothered me that I was not able to figure that out. So this was the perfect opportunity to try and work out all the math. And then there we go. So now the chicken mystery is solved. Let's move on to something else. We are going to compact some more silage here, and then we are going to call it a day. There's nothing else for us to do. I do want to get this as flat as possible, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to flatten this out. We're going to call it a day. That is going to wrap up this episode, folks. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. This was the Przemas Outback John Deere Farm, episode number 20. And remember, if you have not done so already, click that subscribe button for me in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. We're on the road to 1,000, folks. We need your help. We need your support. Click that button for me. There will be something special coming at 1,000 subscribers. So the more you help, the more chances to win. I'm not even going to tell you what's going to happen, but there will be something fantastic happening on JCTV when we hit 1,000 subs. So hit that button for me. Also, don't forget to drop a like on the video, share this video, and ring that notification bell so you can be alerted every time we upload new content. We'll see you next week for episode number 21 of the Przemas Outback John Deere Farm. Thanks for stopping in, folks. For now, this is JCTV saying, see you later.